New asteroid news concerning artificial intelligence systems. The AI systems tracking thousands of asteroids that have the potential to impact our Earth. Asteroids posing a potential hazard to Earth safety. They're being detected and tracked by an incredible artificial intelligence AI defense system. Thank goodness. Sebastian Ketley, Express UK reports. Now, I hope they get these AI systems do track everything. They are, however, asking for people to help by volunteering to scan through images taken by telescopes because the AI does not catch everything. So if you want help, there are people that are doing this and amateur astronomers who have found asteroids and comets. Now, that's very important. If it wasn't for them, they would not have been found. Now, asteroid impacts in the past pushed Earth into the brink of extinction, as we know, one of them being the dinosaur Yucatan Peninsula impact that took place about 66 million years ago that caused a tremendous amount of animal extinctions, even the dinosaurs. So they have wiped out 2/3 of the planet at that time. Researchers at Leiden University of the Netherlands now bolster Earth defense against space rocks and their threats with the aid of a fully connected artificial neural network. The asteroid detection system is called Hazardous Object Identifier, HOI, and it uses artificial intelligence to determine which asteroids racing around the sun could come crashing into Earth to impact us. The system uses machine learning to analyze large asteroids and their trajectories at various points in time as they're traced. Now, according to creators John Heffel, Francesco Bertolucci, Simon Porteghese Zwart, and the HOI was able to identify more than 90% of the potentially hazardous asteroids tracked by NASA. So the AI found them also. Leiden scientists presented their detection system on a research paper pre-published by Cornell University Archive server. The paper reads, quote, "We designed, constructed, and trained a fairly simple neural network aimed at classifying asteroids with the potential to impact the Earth over the coming 20,000 years. Our method takes the observed orbital elements as input and provides a classifier for the expectation value of the objects striking Earth. The network was able to pick up 95.25% of the known impactors, KIs for short, known impactors, when mixed into a set of observed asteroids which are not expected to strike Earth. According to the U.S. space agency NASA, asteroids are considered potentially hazardous when they meet certain size and orbit criteria, of course. Potentially hazardous asteroids, or PHAs, are almost 500 feet or wider and approach Earth from a distance of less than 7.5 million kilometers, or 4.6 million miles. Even though there's no comet or asteroid currently known to be heading directly at us, the gravitational effects of other bodies in the solar system may influence the trajectories of these space rocks. Other space rocks, comets, other planets. Now, in time, even the Yarkovsky effect. The Yarkovsky effect is the sun's rays heating up the surface of a body, either a comet, asteroid, meteor, and the heat causes a temperature differential, which causes the body to spin on its axis and come off its trajectory. That's how one of the asteroids that was expected to fly past our moon into the wild black yonder of space didn't do that, and instead it impacted our Earth in the Caribbean Sea. Thank goodness it wasn't on land. It was a small asteroid, it was about 40 feet across, and it came into the Caribbean Sea unexpectedly around July 25th of 2019. That's when the astronomers came out explaining to us what the Yarkovsky effect was on the asteroids. Even asteroid Bennu, which is huge, is being impacted by the Yarkovsky effect and coming off its trajectory. So going back to this, in time, an asteroid considered safe could be nudged into an orbit that will directly cross paths with our home world, our Earth, that is. NASA says potentially hazardous comets also get unusually close to Earth. Now, the differences between asteroids, comets, meteors, and meteoroids, what's their difference? Asteroids, comets, and the meteors that sometimes come from them are left over from the formation of our solar system 4.6 billion years ago. They're our solar system, so that's fine, but we also have intersolar comets coming at us from other solar systems. Let's talk about these from within our solar system. Meteoroids, much smaller rocks or particles in orbit around our sun. The meteor, if a meteoroid enters the Earth's atmosphere and vaporizes, it becomes a meteor, which is often called a shooting star or a fireball. A meteorite, if a small asteroid or large meteoroid survives its passage through our Earth's atmosphere and lands on Earth's surface, it's then called a meteorite. An asteroid, rocky fragments are leftovers from the beginning of our solar system. And comets, the snowballs of gas and dust and ice that make sweeping orbits around our sun. And by the way, before I forget, I want to remind you that we have about 25,000 comets entering our North Pole, and they're each coming in with 20 to 40 tons of ice, H2O, clean H2O, into our North Pole, above the North Pole. And this has been recently researched and found. And they're not hitting us at our atmosphere, they're hitting us at our magnetosphere, so it's much further out. So 25,000 a day, carrying 20 to 40 tons of water. Can you imagine? Now, going back to this, knowing the size, shape, and mass, and composition, and the structure of these objects helps determine the best way to divert an Earth impact, should it threaten our Earth. NASA keeps a watchful eye on our night skies, of course, with its Sentry Earth Impact Monitoring System. Sentry falls under NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies and Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. The researchers at Leiden believe more effort needs to be put into keeping Earth out of harm's way, of course. And NASA systems predict impactors year in advance, which could give ample time to stick the asteroid with nuclear warheads or to deflect it away from Earth, although that has not been done. Leiden's scientists wrote in their study that in 1990, the U.S. Congress requested for NASA to establish 2 workshops to focus on the identification of potentially hazardous small bodies and on methods of altering their orbits to prevent Earth impact. The workshops led to the establishment of the Sentry Earth Impact Monitoring System. If a hazardous asteroid is identified early enough prior to impact, it would be possible to mitigate the impact by means of an appropriate space mission to alter the asteroid's orbit through a gravitational tugboat or by obliterating it with a nuclear warhead. Both mitigation strategies require many years of preparation, which make the early detection of hazardous objects vital for allowing ample time to prepare such missions. Now, that's fine if you can have ample time to prepare missions like this to blast it out of the skies. The thing is, though, that a lot of these things are found hours or days before they come at us. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media, These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.